Good evening, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Santa Clara University School of Law Convocation Ceremony. My name is Nicole Maxwell, and I have the honor of serving as the Dean of Students alongside an incredibly talented leadership team, each of whom are committed to promoting an excellent student experience at Santa Clara Law, and many of them are here this evening. I want to thank the Student Services team personally. They are the boots on the ground and the team that carries out the Jesuit vision and mission that you've been surrounded by all evening. They're modeling the Santa Clara Law commitment to excellence and service. I also want to thank the administrative teams of Law Admissions, Law Technology, Office of Academic and Bar Success, and the Office of the Dean and Alumni Relations. We're tremendously grateful for your support and for the support of our partners across campus. I also want to thank our SBA leadership and CLS mentors who are here with us tonight, giving of their time to ensure that you enjoy and are honored in the experience of Santa Clara's orientation programming. So, of those people, if you're in the building, would you mind standing so we can give our thanks for all of your hard work this week? Thank you so much. Students, we are thrilled to welcome you to the Santa Clara Law community tonight. Some of you, including our Distinctive Flex JD cohort, have flown in from all over the country to join our Santa Clara community. This special convocation program and reception marks your official start as a member of the Bronco family. At this time, I will officially open the program with the University Land Acknowledgement. We pause to acknowledge that Santa Clara University sits on the land of the Ohlone and Muwekma Ohlone people. We remember their continued connection to this region and give thanks for them allowing us to live, work, and learn and pray on their traditional homeland. We offer our respect to their elders and all the Ohlone people of the past and present. As we begin our convocation, and in the spirit of gratitude, it is my honor to call upon Father Luis Calero of the Society of Jesus, who will offer our invocation.
Good afternoon and welcome. Congratulations to all of you for coming to this wonderful, friendly campus. I'd like to thank Dean Michael Kaufman and the School of Law for inviting me to be here today and to share a moment of prayer. I am Father Luis Calero, and I serve as rector of the Jesuit community here at Santa Clara. As you know, Jesuits arrived here a long time ago in 1851. That is 174 years ago, but that doesn't mean that I am 174 years old. I first came here as a professor of cultural anthropology. I loved the classroom and served in various administrative posts. Most currently, 4 years ago, I became the rector of the Jesuit community. There are 25 Jesuits on this campus, and half of us work at the university or are connected to the university in some capacity. You might wonder what a rector is. So I'm sort of a supervisor and spiritual CEO of my fellow Jesuits, and I make sure that they are doing well. Some of them are teaching in the classroom, some of them are celebrating Mass, some of them are in administration, some talking to students. And I just want to, my job really is to make sure that they are well and they are relatively happy. And so my job really is like herding cats around the campus. As you know, Jesuit education is about educating the whole person, the mind, the heart, and our actions. It involves very serious academic training and raising key questions and about spiritual life, about ethical issues. Questions about God and questions about others, about this planet, and about ourselves. So I would like to welcome on behalf of the Jesuit community to this transformative experience that will allow you to shape your life in so many new ways to become well-integrated women and men for others, as St. Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuits, like to say. So let us place ourselves in the presence of God for a minute and pray. God of all peoples, God of all faiths, we gather today in your name at this convocation to ask for your blessing as we begin this new stage of learning at SCU's Law School. We are grateful for the work that you have already done in each one of us through loving family and loving friends. And we ask for your guidance as we begin this new adventure. We ask for the vision and the strength that this journey requires. Please help us see and understand the hard realities of today's world, to safeguard the values that truly belong to you, to be light where there is darkness. Guide us to become women and men for others, as St. Ignatius liked to say, the founder of the Jesuits, people who are committed to shaping the world, the planet, with kindness and not with destruction. Be with us, with our students, professors, faculty, staff, so that we all become become men and women of professional competence in the study of law. Give us a conscience that seeks to create a more just and more peaceful world. Give us a sense of compassion for the world in great need, in so many places where our brothers and sisters do not have the opportunities that we enjoyed. And lastly, we ask that you walk patiently and closely with each one of us during these years to come, in good times and in difficult times, that we may find refuge and solace in your presence as we prepare ourselves to humanize the world. We pray to belong to you and to each other in faith, in hope, and charity. And this we ask in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you so much, Father Calero. As most of you know by now, my name is Michael Kaufman, and I have the incredible honor and joy of serving as the 16th dean in the 114-year history of Santa Clara University School of Law. On behalf of my faculty colleagues who are here this evening and surrounding you with care and love, on behalf of our incredible administrative team also surrounding you with care and love, on behalf of our incredible alumni family who is here this evening, thank you so much. On behalf of our university partners and our Jesuit family, it is my great honor to welcome you to our beautiful campus, to Santa Clara University School of Law, to our community, and most importantly, to our family, for a very special occasion, your convocation that not only begins this academic year, but also launches your career and a lifelong journey with us together. Welcome, one and all. As most of you know by now, we've got a long and strong tradition here at the law school. We believe fervently in beginning every special occasion like this one, and this is special, with an expression of our collective gratitude. So let's begin tonight, as we always do, by expressing our collective thanks to so many people in your lives, students, who made this occasion for you possible. First, let's begin by thanking Dean Nicole Maxwell and her team. As I shared with Nicole, I cannot imagine a more wonderful orientation program and process for you all. She and her team and all the faculty involved in the orientation program this week have been truly magnificent. And so we thank them all for the efforts they did to really enculturate you into our community. What a wonderful orientation program you've had this week. I want to thank as well all the people this week and beyond who grew the food that we enjoyed, who harvested it, prepared it, and served it for you throughout the week and also this evening. We thank them as well. And of course, we thank the loving care of your faculty, your administrative team, and your alumni tonight and always. And we thank as well all the people, your loved ones, students in your lives, who have supported you, nurtured you, kept you afloat, buoyed you, and sustained you, and made this occasion for you possible. But most of all tonight, we together, faculty, administrative team, educators, university colleagues, want to thank you, our incoming students. We are so grateful, we really are, that you chose to embark upon your career in the law, a learned and impactful profession at this law school in our community. As Dean Jay shared with you just a couple days ago, you are a remarkable group of students from all walks of life, incredibly accomplished. And we are very, very selective this year, very picky, as you know, and therefore the fact that you're here this evening with us speaks volumes about who you are. First, and you know this, you are successful. You always have been in all of your academic pursuits, and therefore we know for sure that you will thrive here. But as important for us in this community, your background demonstrated to us a certain spark, a certain strength of character that shows us, and it's been manifest this week, that you have a strength of character, a yearning to use your talents, your incredible talents, and your education in the service of and with others, to go out into the world and serve your clients and your communities with conscience, competence, and compassion. So I can say, again, that each one of you belongs here. Each one of you belongs here. You belong here as individuals, but also as a community of learners. All of you belong here, and you'll never, ever walk this journey alone. And you know why? Because we are, as you know by now, more than a law school. We are, it's true, a transformative learning community built on an ethic, a very strong ethic of loving kindness. And we take each of those pillars very seriously here. This is, as you know by now, a learning community. You will learn a tremendous amount as law students. You already have. A lot of information, a lot of facts and data and evidence, a lot of doctrine, a lot of analysis, a lot of law, a lot of rules, a lot of torts, a lot of contracts, a lot of criminal law, a lot of civil procedure. You'll learn a lot. A lot of learning takes place here. But my friends, that's not what makes this community transformative. What's transformative is this. Beyond learning information, which is important, you will acquire, you'll grow with our help, lifelong habits of mind and of heart. They'll be with you all of your lives and be with you no matter what your law career takes you. You'll learn, in fact, it's possible to say, five of them, kinds of habits of mind and heart that are with you for always. First, you will learn a disciplined mind. As you know by now, the law is a discipline, but a true disposition, a predilection toward discipline means more than that. It's the ability, the energy to look at the details, to be thorough, to be diligent, to be careful, to find even some magnificence in the mundane, some beauty in the minutia, to look carefully, to dig deeper, to scratch below the surface, to dig deeper for the more, and to realize, you know what, that there might be simplicity, but only on the far side of complexity. You'll embrace nuance. You'll embrace ambiguity with energy and zest. You'll develop a disciplined mind here. But you'll also develop a discerning mind. Discernment is an incredibly important value and concept in Jesuit education. It is the ability to sort, to sift facts from opinions, the real from the unreal, desolation from consolation, what's real and what's not real. It's the ability to weigh good and bad, but more importantly, it's the ability, you're going to acquire this, to find not just the good, but the greater good. To understand what is best for you and for others in your human fulfillment. You develop a discerning mind. And you do so with a creative mind. At this law school, you will not lose your creativity. No, you will rekindle in your hearts and your mind's eye the wonder of your childhood. You'll ask not just why, but why not. You'll engage in design thinking. You'll embrace the new, including new technology, with curiosity, infinite wonder. And you'll develop human-centered solutions to the world's most complex problems for your clients and your communities. You'll be creative. And therefore, it's very important that you also develop this, an ethical mind. The law is an ethical profession, and you've had wonderful dialogue already about ethics this week. But you know what? As you know by now, professionalism, ethics is not a switch you can turn off and on. It's a habit of mind, a way of being in the world that will never leave you. And it started this week, and it'll be with you for the rest of your lives. The ability to see something of value beyond narrow self-interest, a code of ethics, values that are beyond individual well-being, and search for the good of the greater, the common good. You'll develop an ethical mind. But perhaps most importantly, you'll develop here a respectful mind. The ability to really listen to each other, to really appreciate, to understand, and respect the thoughts, the feelings, the intentions of other people, especially those who appear to you at first blush to be different from you. You'll develop a respectful mind. You'll be allowed and energized around perspective taking, to see the world through someone else's eyes and respond in a helpful manner. You develop through dialogue here a respectful mind. And so you develop those 5 habits of mind, and they, I want to assure you and somehow warn you, they are transformative. Your brain and your heart will literally grow while you're here. This is a transformative process, and therefore it is challenging. Law school is challenging. It's transformative. So thank goodness you're engaged here in a transformative learning what? Community. And you know that by now. A community of incredibly engaged faculty and educators and alumni and university partners who are here to help you every step along the way. We got your back. And because we're a community, you can thrive here. A community of incredibly prominent alums who are here to mentor you, to counsel you, to teach you, to give back to you, and will help you as well all along the road. We are a community, as you know by now, that is bound together by a common creed, knit together tightly by a covenant with each other. A covenant that says we're going to engage in cura personalis, care for the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. We're going to use our talents to go out into the world and serve others with others. And we're going to together have an abiding faith that although the moral arc of the universe is very long, and long indeed, it does, with your help, and it will, bend toward justice. And we have that faith because of you. We have that faith together. And that creed binds us together in our Jesuit Catholic law school community. And because it's a transformative learning community and very challenging, I know many of you are excited but also have had some degree of anxiety. It's appropriate. And so you've gotten some incredibly wonderful advice from very learned mentors and teachers already this week. All great advice. But for my part, I want to add just one more word of advice for you as you go forth. And it's really very simple. When all is said and done, the key to law school success and to well-being is just 2 words. Just 2 words. They are be kind, be kind. Be kind first to yourselves. Law school is challenging, so please practice self-care. Give yourself some grace. It's okay, even good, to fail. Setbacks are occasions for growth. Be kind to yourselves. Practice self-care. And also, of course, be kind to others. Be kind to your classmates. Be kind to your faculty. Be kind to your staff educators. Be kind to Carmel Carrera, who holds court at the Sidebar Cafe. Be kind to the incredible people who make sure this campus is gorgeous for you every day. Be kind to perfect strangers. Be kind to everyone. Kindness, my friends, is not a weakness. It is a strength. It's fortitude. It's a love that comes close and becomes real. It makes itself felt in every action by you that seeks to build a better world. Acts of loving kindness are the foundation, the root of the word tzedek, which means justice, but also loving kindness. Acts of loving kindness are the foundation for justice. And of course, loving kindness is built upon love. So believe it or not, as you go forth, I want to make a prediction and a promise for you all about love. Yes, love. My prediction is this. You will, all of you will, find love here. You'll find love here. Some love for a classmate, some for a cause, some for a doctrine, many for an aha moment in class, love for a beautiful unfolding of a flower, love for the beautiful unfolding of your potential, love for the law, love for justice. You will find love here. And my promise is this. My promise is that you are loved here. You are beloved. Every single one of you is loved by us. And I don't mean love in some kind of Hallmark movie or greeting card kind of way, not some kind of cheesy way. I mean profound love. Love in the context of, love in the sense of, we can see the face of God in your countenance, love. Because we know that with the work of your hands and your heart, you will go forth and be expressions of God's love, of beacons of God's love. And so you are beloved here. And so as you go forth and spread seeds of loving kindness and go forth in the world and serve clients and communities, we say not just welcome to Santa Clara Law, not just welcome to this campus, not just welcome to this community, not just welcome even to justice. We say welcome to the future of justice. Welcome to a hope-filled future we will create together. Please remember, hope is a thing with feathers, and it nests in your soul. Together, we will express our hope, and we will soar. We will rise together. Congratulations and Godspeed. Thank you so much. And now it is my great, great honor and joy to introduce and welcome our university's Executive Vice President and Provost, James Glazer. Provost Glazer joined us a year ago. He just finished his first year of great transformation and growth for our university. He came here from more than 20 years of leadership roles at Tufts University. Most recently, as 10 years Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences of Tufts. He is a renowned scholar. You probably have read his books about democratic governance and electoral politics, and so it's great to have him on campus as part of our law school community, as part of our university community. He's already made a tremendous difference in the lives of our students, and he's a great supporter of our law school. I am so thrilled and really honored that he's joined us this evening. Please join me in welcoming and thanking Provost Glazer.
Thank you, Dean Kaufman. And I do want to just emphasize that on a college campus, love does sometimes happen. My 5-foot-tall sister met her 5'4" husband in a short story class. As the representative of the university's leadership, I am so very pleased to be part of this very happy event and to be among the first to offer my congratulations to our new students as you begin your new law school journey. This is, in fact, the first event of the 2025-2026 school year. The undergraduates actually don't arrive for another month. This is, to my mind, sort of the starting pistol for the race that we're about to run. And it's always exhilarating and very fun to be here at this moment. I am not actually a lawyer, but it happens that at the very beginning of my career, shortly after I graduated from college, I worked at the Supreme Court. It was not a legal job, and I reported to the main administrator of the court. One of his responsibilities was to brush the dandruff off the Chief Justice's shoulders before he walked into the room. So that gives you some sense of how important I was. I was the assistant to the dandruff brusher. But actually, I did have a meaningful job that year. At that time, we were preparing for the bicentennial of the Constitution. It took 3 years for the Constitution to be ratified, so we planned a 3-year process. And I was responsible for writing speeches and articles about the Constitution and for making the case that it was worth celebrating. The American Constitution, of course, is not a perfect document, and sometimes we struggle with some of its limitations. But it is the foundation of our legal and our political system, one that has had a lot of staying power, and one that we should value and honor and protect. As you enter the law in this country, you assume that responsibility, and I wish you the very best in that endeavor. And even if you are not from the United States or planning to stay here, understanding the American Constitution has great value, given its profound influence on constitutions across the globe. Now, it is my very pleasant responsibility to introduce the Honorable Risa Pichon to you, a retired judge and dedicated alumnus of Santa Clara University Law School. She will administer to you the law school's oath of professionalism. Judge Pichon served on the bench in Santa Clara County for 35 years, including as presiding judge of both the Superior and Municipal Courts. A proud alumna of Santa Clara University, Judge Pichon holds degrees in mathematics and law and was awarded an honorary doctorate in 2020. She serves on the university's Board of Trustees and the Santa Clara Law Advisory Board. She's been recognized with many other honors, including the California Judges Association's President's Award, the St. Thomas More Award, and induction into the Silicon Valley Black Legends Hall of Fame. Judge Pichon's service extends far beyond the beyond the courtroom, from her leadership in the classroom as Santa Clara's distinguished jurist in residence, to her community work with Catholic Relief Services. Judge Pichon, you are a true exemplar of servant leadership, ethics, and professionalism, and we are honored to have you with us today to welcome the newest members of the Santa Clara University Law School.
Thank you so much, Provost Glazer. Good evening, students. It is such a pleasure to be with you today as you embark on your study of law and you prepare to begin a professional journey that comes with great responsibility. I have the distinct privilege of officially memorializing this moment of entry into the legal profession with two time-honored traditions: reciting with you the oath of professionalism and marking the occasion with a pin of professionalism. The words for the oath are seen on the screen behind me, and they are also in your program. So I'm going to speak the words first, and then you'll repeat after me. And if you're listening carefully, you'll stop where I stopped. So will you please stand and recite after me with joy, pride, and deep commitment your oath. Today, I, and you will state your name, am joining the Santa Clara law community and embarking on my professional career. Beginning now, I pledge to. Honor the equal dignity and infinite worth of every human being, and treat every person with respect. Honor the equal dignity and infinite worth of every human being, and treat every person with respect. Act with integrity, courtesy, civility, kindness, and fairness. Promote an atmosphere of collegiality that I will carry forward into my professional career. Promote an atmosphere of collegiality that I will carry forward into my professional career. Complete every professional undertaking throughout law school and the legal profession in an honest, ethical, competent, prompt, and diligent manner. Conform my conduct to the requirements of law, the rules and ethical standards governing Santa Clara law, and upon gaining admission to the bar, the rules and ethical standards governing the legal profession. Conform my conduct to the requirements of law, the rules and ethical standards governing Santa Clara law, and upon gaining admission to the bar, the rules and ethical standards governing the legal profession. Work to improve access to the legal system, the rule of law, and democratic values, inclusive excellence, the equitable administration of justice, the quality of legal service, and the substance of the law itself, and work to improve access to the legal system, the rule of law, and democratic values, inclusive excellence, the equitable administration of justice, the quality of legal service, and the substance of the law itself, and pursue justice, practice peace, and reach for reconciliation. Pursue justice, practice peace, and reach for reconciliation. I take this pledge freely and with honor. I take this pledge freely and with honor. Excellent. Please remain standing. You have now not only recited the oath of professionalism, you have taken on the responsibilities of a professional. May you carry these words in your heart and soul. As a small but important symbol of your new status as members of the Santa Clara University School of Law professional community, I now ask you to take the Santa Clara Law pin from the oath card that you have received. Place the pin on you and take a selfie, or ask your neighbor to take a photo of you proudly wearing the pin of professionalism. Okay, your time is up. If you didn't take your picture, you have to do it later. Please be seated. May this pin be like a sign upon your heart and a frontlet on your soul, attaching you to the oath that you have taken and connecting you to our community of responsible and respectful professionals. Congratulations again.
Congratulations, that was beautiful. Thank you so much, Judge Pashon. And now we're in for a treat. We're going to be treated to a wonderful, inspiring address by one of our most distinguished alums. Landon Edmond has joined us this evening. Landon is the Chief Legal Counsel and really a leader in Klaviyo, which you may know is a digital integration high-tech company, but probably most tellingly, under Landon's leadership, Klaviyo has become a company known for building lasting relationships, and that's so appropriate given that he's a graduate of our law school in the class of 1998. He is here with his classmate, Brian Short, a collaborator in the business. Thank you, Brian, for coming. And he will share with you reflections on what it's like to be a law student, a professional. And as I was listening carefully to Judge Pashon's administration of the oath for you all, I was remarking in my own mind how each of those components of professionalism really are exemplified by Landon Edmond. So please join me in welcoming and thanking Landon for being here.
All right, wow, you guys look so beautiful. I'm so excited to be in front of you, truly excited about the transformation that you're all gonna undertake here at Santa Clara, and I'm really just pumped up for the opportunity that you have in front of you. Like Dean Kaufman said, thank you again for having me, but this is a journey that's really something that's magnificent. And I did this journey 31 years ago with Brian and with Laura. And so we both, Brian and I were 9 years old, and I think Laura was 7 when we started. So in case you guys are doing math on us, we're not that old, but literally the first day of class, Brian was there, and he was raising his hands, and he was talking about the footnotes, and I was like, whoa, we got to read the footnotes too? Like, so he didn't know, but after class, I walked up to him, and I said, hey, I'm Landon, and I'm your study partner, and so now here we go, 31 years later, and Dean Norris, it's amazing journey. So I brought evidence to show you that this is not a law school that says, look to your left, look to your right, one of you is going home. This is a journey that look to the left, look to the right. You're going to have friends for life. And Brian and I have a friend group that we text with all the time and do silly jokes and immature things. But it started in day one of the law school journey here. And so that's the power of the community that you're embracing right now. And today starts day one. So when I got this opportunity to speak, I said, oh, well, what would I tell a young Landon Edmond? Again, I was 8 years old when I started. About this, and the answer was, I don't know, because I was not here for the convocation. I was still on the wait list. So first tip I would tell you is that it's about the journey, and it's where you finish and what you do with the opportunity and the transformation that you're gonna have, the brain that you're gonna create leaving this place is gonna let you do big things in this earth, whether it's in the legal field or otherwise, but you're gonna shape something with the transformation that you're undertaking. So that's the first opportunity, and you guys are one step ahead of me because you're here at the convocation. I'm so happy. I did the oath under my breath because I was like, well, I haven't done this oath yet, so let me just get this out the way. It's a little late, but it's all good. So I'm, check that one off the box. All good. Yes. So I know I look out here, and most of you look like you could be my kids. So I do know I have a limited window of opportunity to speak with you. It's like a commercial, 2 minutes and 2 seconds. But I'll give a little more, but I think I have 3 things that are going to help you in your journey. And the first thing is that you don't have to have it all figured out. I came to law school wanting to be Johnny Cochran. I was here during the trial, the O.J. Simpson trial. Dean Ullman was one of the dream team. I had criminal procedure with him. So I absorbed all those classes that related to criminal defense because I thought that's what I'm going to do. I want to be Johnny Cochran Jr. I even went down to Johnny Cochran Day and got a great picture with him. It's somewhere on the internet. You guys can probably find it in 2 seconds. But I didn't like contracts. I didn't like corporations. I was scared to death of corporations because my dad was a bus driver. I was the first person in my family to graduate from college. And so this whole law school and par value and all the economics and the governance was so entirely new to me that it freaked me out. And I studied harder than I ever studied in those classes. Now, I hated them, but lo and behold, it gave me a career. I had no idea. I left and went to big law, went to Morrison & Foerster, did some litigation, and then an opportunity came from a classmate who bring me in-house to a tech company, and lo and behold, I started doing contracts, and I've done billions of dollars of tech contracts, and I've taken the company public with corporate governance. And so I never, ever saw myself being the person that I am today. But it is about the transformation that you undertake here, that you would go on a journey to learn yourself like you've never learned it before. And the opportunities that surface for you are going to be doors that you kick open and take the opportunity to go into. And so I would say, you don't have to have it all figured out, and be careful. The things you don't like, you may end up doing. That's my first tidbit for you. The second one is I would say everyone's journey is different. And so I was really nervous because Dean Norris, I can't call her Dean, Laura was in class, and she and Brian were both sent by tech companies to go to law school. That's how smart they are. The tech companies sent them to law school to learn how to become patent attorneys. And they said, hey, these people are so smart, I want to send them to law school, and then I'm going to have my own organic lawyer. And so they were sent there. Other folks, their family was, in law practice for years. We had twins who worked for the IRS, and they were going to be tax attorneys. And I was like, man, these people all have these journeys figured out. And that's great. But there's an ebb and flow with respect to journeys that go along. And through the years, our classmates have done all kinds of things. We have classmates that are CEOs now. I'll tell you one journey of a classmate. He went from being a Barbary salesperson to getting a small job at a small law firm, to getting one tech job at a company called AMD. It's a chip manufacturer. It's got a resurgence of late. And then becoming associate general counsel at a company called Ariba that went public. Then leaving the legal profession, going into sales, and starting with some company called LinkedIn, became the chief operating officer, and slated there, and has continued to go along. So the journey can be a lot of different things. So just know that this brain that you're creating, it has value beyond the things that you even know today. It makes you a thinker. It makes you a killer with respect to execution, thought process, discipline. And that is what I'm so excited for you. But I mean, really, I get pumped up every time. So Brian and I were walking across the campus, and just for the record, we didn't go to this law school. I mean, that law school is nice. I told the dean, I wouldn't leave there. I mean, I literally would live in there. Like, we had to camp out in abandoned house. I don't want to say I walked 5 miles uphill, but I did walk 5 miles uphill, even though the school's pretty flat. But that law school is nice. So y'all better be learning something over there, because I mean, I don't even know what I could have done if I could have had that law school. So, but you'll see the journey, and it's fun. Like I said, Professor Norris and Dean Norris, and we have classmates that are judges now, and I don't call them Your Honor. And you see Omar Habas, like if you see Habas around the Bay Area everywhere. It's in the Central Valley. His law firm is everywhere. And so you just say, these are the people that are around you. So these are the opportunities that you have. So you look around, these folks are going to be people that you deal with for the rest of your career. And everyone's journey is different. And so Brian and I do patents. Brian's written hundreds of patents for tech companies throughout the Valley, including Facebook and my companies, SAP, Ariba, now Klaviyo. And so these are the people that you're in here with, and the journey is different from us all, and it's just really going to be an exciting time for you. The last thing I'll say, generally speaking, and the third thing is that you have to embrace technology. And so I'll just talk about the elephant in the room. AI is not going to replace your job. It is a tool. It's going to make that steep learning curve a little less steep, but you're going to have to learn more faster. So don't be like some of the law firm partners at Morrison & Foerster. No dissing my firm I came from. But there were partners who would not have a computer in their office or use email because they thought using email and sending their privileged information to some company named Microsoft in Redmond, Washington would violate the attorney-client privilege. So they refused to have computers in their office because they thought that was a problem. We didn't have cell phones when I started in law school. We didn't have the internet. I remember it was just starting, and one of our classmates said he liked to surf the World Wide Web, and I'm like, what the hell is this dude talking about? Surfing? Like, what do you mean? You got bored? I boogie board, but like, surfing what web? And, but as we progressed, our classes became integrated. I think our last year, I had the first color laptop, and we were just starting to get integrated where you can get on the internet. And so if you think about the leaps and exponential bounds that happened, that's happening right now. So in the last 18 months, AI has hit the world, and it's jumping. And there are a million tools that make you faster and make you better. So I would say to you, embrace that, and know that that's not going to replace your job. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we write the laws. So we're not going to ever write ourselves out of laws and out of jobs. So we're going to get that right. And governments are typically 5 years behind, so they'll make some rules saying you can't get legal advice from an AI tool. So we all know that. But what I would say, it's going to make you better. It's going to make you faster. It's going to make you more efficient. And don't be afraid of that. While you're hanging out, chilling on Friday night and it's late night, play around with the tools. Get familiar with them. They're things that you will need to make you bigger, faster, stronger. And those are the things that I'm challenging my team, because the first thing I did when I opened up ChatGPT Enterprise to my team is they said, oh, what are the legal terms? Can I put my privileged data in there? They were such an old response. I'm like, I'm the old guy in the group, and you guys are freaking out. So my team has been slow, and our profession is slow to adopting technology. You cannot be afraid to adopt technology. You are in a valley where it's happening. There are millions and millions of transactions that are going to happen around this campus. You are in the heart of Silicon Valley. You're uniquely poised to go out and kill it, to change the world, to shape the world in an ethical way. You have to get your mind in there. You have to embrace it. Find a zone that helps you shape what's happening around you. And so you cannot be afraid of it. And I know that you all are a little more forward-thinking when it comes to that, but you have to jump into it, and I say jump into it now. And the final thing I'll say is that, again, this is really a fantastic journey. I mean, I can't tell you how much being a alumni of Santa Clara Law School has changed my life, literally changed my life. My wife and I got married in the Mission Church. And so this has been a part of who I am. It's a part of why I'm here and why we all get back. And I know Omar's around. We love being here. And I'm so excited for you. I would do it all over again. I want the transformation again. If I could do it one more time, I'd sit there with you all, especially in that nice building. I'd be chilling. I'd be so happy. Go back to one car. I mean, all the different. I want to tell you all the things I have to do with. But anyway, I'm so excited for you. I'm really, really welcoming. Remember this, we're a community first. Santa Clara takes care of Santa Clara. I have several Santa Clara lawyers that work for my team. I look at that thumb on scale. Don't, for HR people or whatever, don't listen, but thumb on scale, you got Santa Clara on your resume. But we take care of each other in other ways too, so never hesitate to reach out. So LinkedIn, send a note to me if you want to talk. You just want to say, hey, well, what's the journey? What do I do? What should I be doing? I'll be more than happy to talk with you. And every one of us in our community is that way. We give back. We understand that this is a community that iron sharpens iron, that we're going to grow out and do big things. So I ask you to please take me up on that, and we'll be around later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Landon, for sharing. And I would love to say that I don't remember Bannon, but I do. And I think the faculty in this room would also agree with me, who are residents of Bannon Hall. We love Charney Hall. It is a big, beautiful building, is what we love to say. So again, once again, join me in thanking Landon for sharing his wise counsel, his perspectives that have been rooted in profound care for every one of you. Thank you. And now it's my honor to introduce two individuals and exceptional leaders who have garnered the unwavering support and confidence of the student body. I first met them when they sat in these very seats during their orientation week. I have had the privilege of watching them grow not only as respected voices among their peers, but also as leaders whose promise extends far beyond these walls. Through dedication, inclusive vision, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, They have inspired confidence, like those before them, will continue to raise the standard of what it means to lead in our community. Please join me in welcoming Kari and Anthony, our SBA co-presidents.
Hello, everyone. How we doing?
Hey. Okay, so clap if you've had fun this week. Woo!
All right. Well, first off, thank you, Dean Maxwell, for such kind words, and a huge shout out to our student services team for putting on an amazing orientation week for you all. Yes, please.
Yes,
Another
clap,
round of
clap,
applause.
clap.
All right. For those of you who I have not had the chance to meet just yet, my name is Anthony Giamona.
I'm Kari Hall, and we're your co-presidents of the Student Bar Association. Okay, clap too. Woo! Thank you. So SBA's primary responsibility is to cultivate community on campus. We do that by providing funding for our LSOs, creating events on campus centered around inclusive excellence, but also partnering with our law school's administration team to promote your success here.
So Cara and I actually first met before we even started our 1L year. At the time, I was looking for a roommate, so I cold DM'd her on Instagram. And the first thing I ever said to her was, quote, "I like your vibe." It was that one text that started this 3-year-long friendship, and since then we have remained inseparable, spending many nights doing our readings, prepping for exams, drafting our briefs as advocacy partners, and planning events as vice presidents of SBA last year. Through it all, we have remained extremely close and are just one example of the types of relationships that you will make in your time here at Santa Clara Law.
During the drafting of this speech, I did scroll back 3 years of our Instagram DMs, and that was genuinely his first message to me.
I did like her vibe.
Yeah. So during the course of our relationship, we realized not only how difficult law school is, but how important friendship and community are in support to you, and how important that is to support your journey here.
So we encourage you to take the time to connect with the people around you and get to build a community. We also encourage you to take care of yourself physically and mentally, whatever that means for you, whether that is carving out time for the gym, taking a walk to the 7-Eleven on the corner, whatever it takes, make sure that you also find time to give back to yourself. We also have a lot of resources here at the university that are here to help you, many of which you've learned about this week, and we encourage you to use them whenever you are in a time of need.
Law school will challenge you academically, of course, but will also challenge you as a person. Earlier this week, I shared my crash out story from my 1L year, so I won't rehash the details. All my professors are here. They don't need to know that little bit. But I shared that story not to scare y'all, but just to let you know that when things feel difficult and you're overwhelmed, you genuinely will be okay. And you may be even better for it. All of these difficult moments will force you into becoming the best version of yourself. And the only way out is through, and y'all will be okay.
We also hope you take a moment to soak in the excitement of this time. You are at the start of what is sure to be a long and fruitful career, so use these next 3 years to explore anything and everything that might be of interest to you. Whether that means joining an LSO of the type of law you want to practice, whether that means joining an affinity group for a community you want to be a part of, or even taking part in the Galloway Moot Court competition, even if you think that litigation could never, ever be your thing. There are a lot of endless opportunities here at Santa Clara Law, and all of them are at your fingertips, so do not hold back.
One of the values we wanted to touch on that we hold dear here at Santa Clara Law is being of service to others. Especially in a time in the world where that service to others is lacking, we encourage y'all to give back to this community that you're now a part of. Build those relationships with your peers, and really just give back to this community. Law school is a long, hard, and difficult journey, and sometimes we get lost in the forest and we can't see the trees. So I encourage y'all to take this moment, be proud of yourself for how far you've come. Y'all have worked so hard to be here, and enjoy the little wins along the way.
And we would now like to invite you to look to your left, and
Landon stole our line earlier, y'all.
but look to your left and look to your right. Not to say that one of you will be leaving. These are your future friends and colleagues. You are just beginning your journey, and we cannot wait to see what you all will make of it.
Yes. Congratulations and welcome to Santa Clara Law.
Thank you so much, Kari and Anthony. I think it's fair to say we all love your vibe. Okay? Right? Very cool. Thank you. So sadly, that actually concludes the formal program this evening, but not our fellowship, because I invite you all now, as we depart together, to gather outside the mayor lawn to break bread. And as you may know, breaking bread is a very long centuries-old tradition in the legal profession, but also a common tradition across many, many faith traditions. When we break bread together and share a meal or share refreshments, we don't just break bread. We break the bread of fellowship, of belonging, of community, and of loving kindness. Let's go forth and break bread together. Godspeed.